about fellow rebel being shot dead in camp. 13 to 14 more cadres might have been executed, says police. And in a big move, Supreme Court puts sedition law on hold until review. Asks center and states not to register any FIRs under Section 124A. Hello and welcome to Evening Prime. I'm Priyadarshini Medhi and we start the bulletin with the top focus this evening. Journalists in Guwahati boycotted a Trinamool Congress event today after security personnel accompanying TMC General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee allegedly misbehaved and even manhandled one of them. Situation turned ugly when a video journalist was allegedly manhandled by West Bengal police personnel and members of the TMC media cell. The video journalist alleged that he was dragged and pushed while he tried to mount his camera into a tripod to cover the proceedings of the TMC event at the ITA Center in Moscow. Not only this, security personnel of Abhishek Banerjee allegedly went to the extent of threatening a female journalist, stating that things will not be the same after 3 years.
ঠিক এটা 10 মিনিট সোমাইছিলোঁ তেতিয়া অলৰেডি প্ৰগ্ৰামটো আৰম্ভ হৈছিলে বিহু নাচ তেনেকুৱা মই সৰুমুখীয়া ট্ৰাইপডটো লগাইছিলোঁ তাৰ কাষতে আৰু ভিডিঅ' জাৰ্নেলিষ্ট বহুতকেইটা আছিলে তেখেতক আৰু অন্য ভিডিঅ' জাৰ্নেলিষ্টো আছিলে মই নেশ্যনেল মিডিয়া বুলি ভাবি পেলাই মই তেখেতক ক'লোঁ যে ইয়াতে যিহেতু অকণমান ঠাই আছে মই এইডোখৰতে অলপ সোনকালে আহিছোঁ এতিয়া মানে দেৰি হৈছে যেতিয়া মই এইডোখৰতে কেমেৰাটো লগাওঁ তো মই ট্ৰাইপডটো খোলোতে তেখেতলোকৰ দুজন কেমেৰা পাৰ্চন আছিলে আৰু লগত যিজন চিকিউৰিটি আছিলে বাহিৰৰ আছিলে তেখেতে মোক ঢকা চকা মাৰি পেলাই সেই জেগাটোত মানে কেমেৰাটো লগাবলৈ নিদিলে মানে বহুত চেষ্টা কৰিছিলোঁ কিন্তু তেওঁলোকে মোক মানে নিদিলেই মানে মোক ঢকা চকা মাৰি পেলাই কোন হয় কি হয় আমি পাৰ্টিৰ মানুহ কিবা কিবি বহুত তেনেকুৱা মোক ধমকি চমকি দি সেইটো সময়ত মানে এটা মানে পৰিস্থিতিটো বৰ বেয়া কৰিলে মানে তেনেকুৱা মানে 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 তেওঁলোকৰ ব্যৱহাৰটো মানে ইমান বেয়া অসমীয়াততো কোনো কথা কোৱাই নাই আৰু তেওঁলোকে বেংগলী আৰু হিন্দী তেনেকুৱাতে মোক সেইটো ভাষাতে মোক গালি পাৰি পেলাই মোক ঢকিয়াই মোক পিছুৱাই পেলাই দিছে এতিয়া আমাৰ যিখিনি ভিডিঅ' জাৰ্নেলিষ্ট আছে আৰু আমাৰ মানে চিনিয়ৰ যিখিনি সাংবাদিক আছে তেওঁলোকে এতিয়া এই সভাখন এতিয়ালৈকে বয়কট কৰি ৰাখিছে বাকীখিনি তেওঁলোকে ডিচিশ্যন ল'ব কি কৰে
মই যেতিয়া এই অনুষ্ঠানটো কভাৰ কৰিবৰ কাৰণে আহিছোঁ ভিতৰত যেতিয়া সোমাব খুজিছোঁ মোক সোমাব দিয়া নাই আৰু মোৰ আই কাৰ্ড বিচাৰি আছে মোৰ আই কাৰ্ড মই দিব বিচৰা নাই মই কৈছোঁ ইয়াত সোমাম মই আই কাৰ্ড দিব বিচৰা নাই আৰু অভিষেক বেনাৰ্জীৰ যি চিকিউৰিটি আছে এই চিকিউৰিটিয়ে বহুত মিছবিহেভ কৰিছে আৰু তাৰপিছত তেওঁলোকে মোক এটা ধমকি দিছে যে 3 বছৰ ৱেইট কৰা তাৰপিছত আমি চাই আছোঁ এনেকৈ ধমকি দিছে মোক আৰু মোৰ যি সতীৰ্থ সাংবাদিক আছে সেই সাংবাদিকক এনেধৰণে ধমকি দিছে তাৰ পিছৰ পৰা কিন্তু আমাৰ সব সাংবাদিককে তেওঁলোকে সোমাব দিয়া নাই মিছবিহেভ কৰি আছে বাৰ আমাক ধমকি দি আছে আই কাৰ্ড বিচাৰি আছে ভিজুৱেল ল'ব যাব দিয়া নাই তেনেধৰণে ব্যৱহাৰ কৰি আছে এয়াৰপৰ্টতো আমি শুনিছোঁ আমাৰ সাংবাদিকৰ আই কাৰ্ড বিচাৰি আছে আমি ইমান অনুষ্ঠান কৰি আছোঁ কালিৰ দিনটোতো আমি গৃহমন্ত্ৰীৰ অনুষ্ঠান কৰিছোঁ আমাকতো কোনো আই কাৰ্ড বিচৰা নাই কিন্তু আজি এনেকুৱা এই অনুষ্ঠানত তৃণমূল পৰ্যায়ৰ অনুষ্ঠানত আমাক এনেধৰণে আই কাৰ্ড বিচাৰিছে আৰু তাৰ লগতে আমাক ধমকি দিছে যে 3 বছৰ ৱেইট কৰা তাৰপিছত আমি চাই আছোঁ তাৰমানে কি কৈছে যে অসমত কি অসমীয়া মানুহক অত্যাচাৰ কৰিব তৃণমূল আহি পেলাই সাংবাদিকক
Meanwhile, we have first reactions coming in from Abhishek Banerjee, who had to face the journalist soon after the TMC meeting concluded. Although Banerjee termed the incident as unfortunate, the TMC General Secretary defended the security personnel in a rather surprising manner, stating that everyone has constraints while performing their duties. Banerjee, however, tendered an apology for the incident. And meanwhile, when asked about his response on his security personnel allegedly threatening a journalist of a different situation after 3 years in Assam, Abhishek Banerjee left it to the judgment, wisdom, and intellect of the people to decide as to who will be in power. However, the TMC General Secretary, towards the end of the conversation with journalists, accused them of turning a non issue into an issue. If that was not all, Abhishek Banerjee was also heard terming the entire situation as useless talk.
With journalists from Assam, West Bengal police who were deployed in your security misbehaved with journalists from Assam, following which the media today boycotted your event inside the venue and demanding your apology. You say, sir.
I have no, I have no hesitation in offering an apology. It's not a matter of ego. They're also doing their duty. Every one of you, the media also need to understand and accept the fact that everyone has their constraint when they are performing their duty. It's an extremely unfortunate incident. And if you think I will offer my apology, I have no hesitation. I can do that 100 times. But I will request all of you to also cooperate with the officials in the administration when they are also performing their duty.
ये कुछ साल रुको उसके बाद हम आ रहे देख लेना इसका मतलब क्या है 3 साल रुको उसके बाद हम आ रहे उसके बाद देख लेना मतलब क्या है कि 3 साल बाद आप लोग आओगे गवर्नमेंट के जाओगे उसके बाद क्या ऐसा होगा हमारे साथ मिसबिहेव हुआ है यहाँ पे
मैं कोई एस्ट्रोलॉजर हूँ नहीं कोई गणितकार हूँ नहीं 2 साल बाद कौन रहेगा 3 साल बाद कौन जाएगा कौन आएगा ये तो मेरा हाथ में नहीं है जनता तय करेगी सो आई विल लीव इट टू द जजमेंट विजडम एंड इंटेलेक्ट ऑफ द पीपल टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड डिसाइड अकॉर्डिंगली अगर किसी के साथ कहीं भी मिसबिहेव हुआ है आई एम ऑफरिंग माय अपॉलॉजी फ्रॉम माय ऑलराइट
प्लीज थैंक यू হ'ব দিয়ক মই মাফ খুজিছোঁ নহয় ইয়াতে পুলিচে কৈছে মই মাফ খুজিছোঁ
एनीथिंग पॉलिटिकल इफ यू हैव आई विल मैडम मैंने बोल दिया आई हैव ऑलरेडी आंसर्ड
আপোনালোকে আহক প্ৰেছ কনফাৰেন্সত আহক
मैं यहाँ पे आता तो मीटिंग कौन करता मैं आई हैव नॉट see you're inciting the wrong things you are insinuating you are मैं जैसे निकला आपके पास पहले आया मैं मीटिंग करने आया हूँ मीटिंग करूंगा तभी मुझे पता चलेगा मैं तो भविष्यवाणी कर नहीं रहा हूँ मैं भविष्यवाणी कर नहीं रहा हूँ आपको अगर लड़ना है तो आप लड़िए मैं आपको सही करिए आप लड़ी रहे मैं मुझे पता नहीं है क्या मैं जैसे लिसन टू मी द मोमेंट आई केम आउट आई केम हियर राइट मैं ये 100 बार कह रहा हूँ कि आप लोग को अगर फालतू बातों को and if you want to get into nitpicking and making a non-issue into an issue it's up to your prerogative I respect that thought and I'll leave you all
ঠিক আছে হ'ব মই নিজে মাফ খুজিছোঁ নহয়
Meanwhile, the incident drew sharp reactions. So let's listen into what Assam Minister Pijus Hazarika had to say.
দুগৰাকী সাংবাদিকক মহিলা সাংবাদিকক আহি পশ্চিমবংগৰ পুলিচে অসমত আহি বেয়াকৈ ক'ব বেয়া ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিব ইয়া আমি মানি ল'ব নোৱাৰো প্ৰথম দিনাখনে অভিষেক বেনাৰ্জী নামৰ কোনোবা এগৰাকী নেতা আহি ইয়াতে পশ্চিমবংগৰ পুলিচ লগত লৈ আহি অসমীয়া মানুহক বেয়া ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিছে গতিকে ভৱিষ্যতে যদি এই দলটো অকমান আগুৱাই যায় তেতিয়াতো আৰু গুৰু গোসাই নামানা হ'ব আৰু অসমীয়া মানুহক ধৰি ৰাস্তাত মাৰিব গতিকে এনেকুৱা মানুহৰ পৰা অসমৰ ৰাইজ সাৱধান হ'বলৈকে মই অনুৰোধ কৰিছো আৰু পুনৰ এনেকুৱা আমাৰ মহিলাক বিশেষকৈ মহিলা সাংবাদিকক দুৰ্ব্যৱহাৰ কৰাৰ ঘটনাটোক মই তীব্ৰ ভাষাৰে গৰিহণা দিছো আৰু এনেকুৱা কাম নকৰিবলৈ মই সকীয়াই দিছো
We also have reactions coming in from Assam Congress Chief Bhupen Bora.
তৃণমূল কংগ্ৰেছৰ পশ্চিমবংগৰ এগৰাকী সাংসদৰ নিৰাপত্তাৰক্ষীয়ে আজি অসমৰ সাংবাদিকসকলক যিধৰণে দুৰ্ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিলে এইটো কেৱল গৰিহণাযোগ্য নহয় অত্যন্ত চিন্তনীয় কাৰণ বৰ্তমান যিগৰাকী তৃণমূল কংগ্ৰেছৰ সভাপতি তেওঁ আজি কেইমাহমানৰ আগতে আমাৰ অসমৰে সংবাদ মাধ্যমৰ এটা টিভিৰ বুনত এনেকৈ ঘুচিয়াই পেলাই তেওঁ কথা কৈছিলে গতিকে দলটোৰ সভাপতিয়ে সংবাদ মাধ্যমৰ বুনত ঘুচিওৱা আৰু সাংবাদিকসকলটো অনিমন্ত্ৰিত নহয় নিমন্ত্ৰণ কৰি পেলাই মাতি নিয়া হৈছিলে সাংবাদিকসকলে নিমন্ত্ৰণ কৰি মাতি নিয়াৰ পিছত এনেকৈ গতিয়াই লঠিয়াই এনেকৈ দুৰ্ব্যৱহাৰ কৰাটো তৃণমূল কংগ্ৰেছৰ যিটো অহংকাৰী যিটো চৰিত্ৰ আৰু ক্ষমতাই যিটো মূৰাই ভৰি কৰা যিটো চৰিত্ৰ তেওঁলোকে পশ্চিমবংগৰ যিটো দাদাগিৰি পশ্চিমবংগৰ যিটো অত্যাচাৰ যিটো তেওঁলোকে কৰি আছে সেই দাদাগিৰি আৰু অত্যাচাৰটোক আজি অসমলৈ প্ৰব্ৰজন কৰাৰ যে এইটো এটা আৰম্ভণি, সেইটো স্বতঃস্ফূৰ্তভাৱে বহিঃপ্ৰকাশ ঘটিছে। গোটেই অসমৰ মানুহে দেখিছিলে যে সেই মানুহজনে কেনেকে দলৰ শীৰ্ষস্থানীয় এখন আসনত বহি থকাৰ সময়ত টিভিৰ বোনত ঘুচিয়াই ঘুচিয়াই কথা কৈছিলে, এইটো চবেই দেখিছিলে। গতিকে তেওঁৰ পৰা ইয়াতকৈ আৰু কি আশা কৰিব অসমৰ মানুহে? যি হ'বলগীয়া আছে ভৱিষ্যতে সেয়া আজিয়ে প্ৰকাশ পাইছে।
And time for a very short break now. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Trending issues of the day. Who are the newsmakers? Is the voice of the people reaching the corridors of power? Welcome to Bottom Line.
চাওঁচোন কোন নতুন খেলুৱৈ আহিছে।
বজাই দিম আজি,
মৰমেৰে বুজাম, লাহে লাহে কৰি।
তেওঁ আমাৰ মাত কথাই কয়।
এয়াতো আমাৰেই মাত কথা।
মাত কথা যদি এক, তেন্তে হৃদয়ো এক হোৱা উচিত। বিমল কক ভাষা কেশৰী। সাধাৰণ ষ্টীল এনেকৈ পৰে, মাইথন ষ্টীল এনেকৈ পৰে, ধমকৈ।
বৰুণ,
হাই মা।
ঘৰত বাৰু কাজিয়া কৰি আহিছ নেকি? বোৱাৰী নাহিল যে?
এতিয়া মই গোটেই মাহটো ইয়াতেই থাকিম।
কি?
অৱশ্যে ক্ৰিকেটো এমাহ ধৰিয়ে চলাৰ কথা।
নতুন টিভি লগালা? HD নাই লগোৱা? কি দেউতা?
আৰে কিয় কৰি আহিলা?
জান, ফুলটো সকলোৱে নকৰে জানো।
ক্ৰিকেটৰ আচল পাৰ্টনাৰ হ'ল কেৱল ডিছ HD, অনুপম পিকচাৰ, অনুপম চাউণ্ড। নৰ্মেল দামতেই পোৱা HD মাত্ৰ 233 টকা এমাহত। ডিছ নহয়, ডিছকাউণ্ট এইটো।
Northeast Live, the most viewed news channel in the region. On YouTube, unmatched coverage.
Welcome back. You're watching Northeast Live and moving on to Manipur now. Well, at a time when the N. Singh government has intensified the war on drugs, the involvement of a police personnel in a multi-crore drugs haul has come to light. Well, Lunmenthang Haukip, who is a head constable of the Manipur police in Churachandpur district, has been arrested in connection with the seizure of a massive drugs consignment. Kangpokpi SP Amrita Sinha, who led a special operation, recovered the contraband from a car after frisking of the vehicle while applying through the National Highway 2. And meanwhile, 212 soap cases containing suspected heroin weighing 2.131 kg worth rupees 31.80 crore in the international market were recovered from a secret chamber of the car. On preliminary investigation, both the persons identified as Solense Haukip and Jamgolen Haukip, hailing from Churachandpur district, admitted themselves to the drug peddlers. Upon further interrogation, the drug peddlers further disclosed that they had obtained the contraband from head constable Lumengthang Haukip. An unregistered SUV has also been seized from the possession of the head constable. This indeed is a big development as far as Manipur's war on drugs is concerned. Besides, the involvement of a cop in this illegal trade has raised concerns, although the crackdown has intensified with every passing day in Manipur.
On preliminary interrogation of the two persons, they admitted themselves to be drug peddlers, trafficking illicit drugs along the NH2, and confessed possession of suspected drugs in their vehicle. Upon their disclosure, due formalities and SOPs of NDPS Act was observed by informing the senior officers and sending requisition to DC Kangkok P to depute one executive magistrate to be present in the search of the vehicle. The vehicle was duly searched in the presence of Shri Puyam Rahul Dev Singh, SDC Headquarter, DC Office Kangpokpi, and independent witnesses of KTC and KYU Kangpokpi, which led to the recovery of 212 numbers of soap cases containing suspected heroin number 4, weighing 2.131 kgs, approximately valued rupees 63 lakhs 60,000 in the local market and rupees 31 crores 80 lakhs in the international market.
All right, to know more on this, we are being joined live with our correspondent from Imphal, Sharat Chandra. So, Sharat, the involvement of a police personnel in multi-crore drugs haul has come to light. And Sharat, also let me tell you that this is not the first incident. Earlier, also similar incidents has come to light from Manipur.
Yeah, rightly mentioned earlier. Also, we have witnessed the arrest of the police personnel involving in the drug peddling and drug trafficking cases. Yes, according to the SP Kangpokpi district, Amit Sinha, earlier on 9th of May, that is 2 days ahead, they have arrested two persons, one driver and another occupant of the one Honda City car, which is unregistered. And upon checking, they just recovered 2.131 kilogram of suspected heroin number 4. And from further investigation, the two have revealed the name of one Lunmin Thang Haukip, who is presently serving as head constable in the Manipur Police Department. And on 10th May, with the assistance of the SP Suchanpur district, Kangpokpi, this police team from Kangpokpi, able to manage to arrest this Lumintan Haukip. And today, SP Kangpokpi district, Amrita Sinha, had a press briefing. And during the press briefing, she disclosed regarding the recovery of the drug items, which is around about 2.131 kg, which is worth around 31 crore in the international market. Those already arrested this two person, including the Lunmintan Haukip. Now they have already taken into the police custody for further investigation. Investigation is on. Yes, it is indeed a very unfortunate part that the police are involving in the drug trafficking cases, but police are also not sparing the police personnel involved in the drug trafficking cases. And Biren Singh also earlier expressed that he himself given a very strict order to all the district SPs to have a very close vigilant, and also not to spare any of the police personnel involving in the drug trafficking. This is another big development that one police constable have been arrested by the Kangpokpi district police, led by the SP Amrita Sinha, as a part of the war on drugs 2.0, which has been relaunched by this N. Biren Singh lead government in Manipur.
All right, Sharat Chandra, thank you so much for all those details. And on to other stories now. Well, has the Alpha Independent executed more cadres? Well, such are the leads that the Assam police has accessed, where it seems that at least 13 to 14 cadres who had joined the rebel group have been shot dead for different reasons. Tinsukia SP Deboti Devi informed this after the arrest of a new recruit identified as Santosh Lama, alias Opu Ohom. Well, during interrogation, Santosh revealed that former ASU leader Biju Gogoi, who had joined Alpha Independent during the CAA agitation, was shot dead. Well, meanwhile, the police is in touch with the family members of a number of youths who had joined the Alpha Independent to find out if they have received any information. So, big story we are tracking this evening, viewers. Well, has the Alpha Independent executed more cadres? Well, such are the leads that the assemblies has accessed, where it seems that at least 13 to 14 cadres who had joined the rebel group have been shot dead for different reasons. Meanwhile, Tinsukia SP Debojit Deori informed this after the arrest of a new recruit identified as Santosh Lama, alias Opu Ohom. And meanwhile, during interrogation, Santosh revealed that former ASU leader Biju Gogoi, who had joined Alpha Independent during the CAA agitation, was shot dead. Well, the police is in touch with the family members of a number of youths who had joined the Alpha Independent to find out if they have received any information.
বেচিকেলি এই যে অপু অসম বুলি কোৱাটো ল'ৰাজন আমাৰ পিঙিৰি থানাৰ আণ্ডাৰত পৰে 2021 ডিচেম্বৰত ল'ৰাজন নোহোৱা হৈছিলে আমি একচুৱেলি চিয়'ৰ নাছিলোঁ যে ক'ত গৈছে কিন্তু আজি কেইদিনমানৰ আগতে এটা খবৰৰ ভিত্তিত এটা অপাৰেশ্যন এটা কৰা হয় আৰু কালি আমি ৰাতি ল'ৰাজনক ধৰিবলৈ সক্ষম হ'লোঁ এই স্বীকাৰ কৰিলে যে এই আলফাৰ কেম্পত আছিলে তাতে ট্ৰেইনিং লৈছিলে 35জনীয়া এটা গ্ৰুপে ট্ৰেইনিং লৈছিলে আৰু কেইবাজনো ল'ৰা যিকেইজন আমাৰ তিনিচুকীয়াৰ পৰা নোহোৱা হৈ আছিলে বা আমাৰ এগৰাকী ছোৱালীও আছিলে ধেমাজিৰো ছোৱালী আছিলে তো তেখেতসকলে তাতে ট্ৰেইনিং লৈছিলে জানুৱাৰীৰ 2ৰ পৰা 2 জানুৱাৰীৰ পৰা 20 ফেব্ৰুৱাৰীলৈকে হৈছিলে ট্ৰেইনিং আমাৰ ইয়াৰ পৰা 2020 কাৰ আন্দোলনৰ সময়তে বিজু গগৈ বুলি ছাত্ৰ সন্থাত কাম কৰা ল'ৰা এজন জইন কৰিছিলে আলফাত গৈ সেই ল'ৰাজনক সিহঁতৰ ট্ৰেইনিং চলি থকা জানুৱাৰীৰ লাষ্ট ফেব্ৰুৱাৰী ফাৰ্ষ্ট উইকৰ ভিতৰত তাত মানে ল'ৰাটো মৃতদেহটো সিহঁতি দেখিছে গুলি লাগি মৰিছে এই ল'ৰাজনে কোৱা মতে ৰাতি তাক কিবা এটা কথাত মাৰি দিলে কোনোবাই মাৰি দিলে মানে কেম্পৰ ভিতৰতে উইদিন দ্য কেম্প তো সেই কথাটোহে আমি পাইছোঁ এজ পাৰ দ্য ৰিভিলেশ্যন অফ অপু অসম বিজু বুলি কোৱা বিজু গগৈ বুলি যিজন ল'ৰা আছিলে তাৰ নামটো আলফাত লৈছিলে ভাগ্য অসম তো তাৰ মৃত্যু হৈছে সেই কথাটো সি নিজে জানে এনেকুৱা প্ৰায় 13-14জন ল'ৰাৰ কথা আমি সদ্যহতে গম পাইছোঁ যিসকলক বিভিন্ন কাৰণত নিজৰ সংগঠনৰ হাততে মৰিছে যেন আমাৰ ভাৱ হৈছে তো ঘৰুৱা মানুহে কিবা খবৰ খাতি পাইছিলে নেকি সেই সংক্ৰান্তত আমি অনুসন্ধান কৰি আছোঁ
However, speculation still prevail as to why the Alpha Independent might have restored to execute the youths. Well, it needs to be mentioned here that it was only on May 7th when Alpha Independent Chief Parish Borwa had confirmed about the execution of 2 spies allegedly planted in the Alpha Independent by the Assam police and the army. And time for another short break. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Trending issues of the day. Who are the newsmakers? Is the voice of the people reaching the corridors of power? Welcome to Bottom Line.
Himalaya Purifying Neem Face Wash. এও এক্সপার্ট কেনে কই?
এটো ক্লিনিক্যালি প্রুভেন হয় যে ইয়ার আছে নিম আৰু হালধিৰ এন্টিব্যাকটেৰিয়েল গুণ যি পিম্পল আটল কৰে আৰু স্কিন কৰি তোলে একেবাৰে হেলদি।
বাহ!
Himalaya Purifying Neem Face Wash. Pimple free healthy skin or expert.
আনন্দৰ উৎসৱ বিহু আহিছে ঘৰে ঘৰে আহাৰৰ সোৱাদ জাগিছে Everyday Spices wishes you a happy বিহু
Everyday Spice.
বৰুণ
হাই মা
ঘৰত বাৰু কাজিয়া কৰি আহিছ নেকি বুৱাৰী নাহিল যে
এতিয়া মই গোটেই মাহটো ইয়াতেই থাকিম
কি
অৱশ্যে ক্ৰিকেটো এমাহ ধৰিয়ে চলাৰ কথা
নতুন টিভি লগালা
দিছ
এইচডি নাই লগোৱা কি দেউতা
আৰে কিয় কৰি আহিলা
জান ফুলটো সকলোৱে নকৰে জানো
ক্ৰিকেটৰ আচল পাৰ্টনাৰ হ'ল কেৱল ডিছ এইচডি অনুপম পিকচাৰ অনুপম চাউণ্ড নৰ্মেল দামতেই পোৱা এইচডি মাত্ৰ 233 টকা এমাহত ডিছ নহয় ডিছ গাঁও এইটো
Salmonella.
Absent.
Perfect attendance.
নিমৰ শক্তি ভৰা নিমাইলে আঁতৰাই 100টা বেমাৰ বিয়পোৱা বীজাণু নিমাইল ঘৰ বিশুদ্ধ ঘৰ
What's trending? Who are the biggest newsmakers of the day? What are the issues affecting people?
center hand once again extended
Are you ready to agitate?
Notice that सभी को मेरा शुक्रिया
Watch Evening Prime every day at 7 p.m. only on Northeast Live. Northeast Live, the most viewed news channel in the region. On YouTube, unmatched coverage. What's trending? Who are the biggest newsmakers of the day? What are the issues affecting people?
center hand once again extended
Are you ready to agitate?
Notice that सभी को मेरा शुक्रिया
Watch Evening Prime every day at 7 p.m. only on Northeast Live.
Welcome back. You're watching Northeast Live. And now, before moving on to some other news, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Journalist in Guwahati boycott Trinamool Congress event after Bengal police personnel accompanying Abhishek Banerjee allegedly manhandled video journalist. Don't make an issue out of non-issue, says Banerjee while issuing apology. Another cop arrested in Manipur for drug links. Head constable arrested for allegedly supplying heroin worth rupees 31 crore in international market. Another fallout of Seoul Dodam protest for clean drinking water in Arunachal Sepa. Executive Engineer PHE Bharat Sonam transferred. Federation of All School Teachers of Meghalaya to launch indefinite strike from tomorrow. Government refused to agree to demand, says Fastoff. Speculations doing over execution of cadres by Alpha Independent. Arrested Alpha Independent rebel informs cops about fellow rebel being shot dead in camp. 13 to 14 more cadres might have been executed, says police. And in a big move, Supreme Court put sedition law on hold until review. center and states not to register any FIRs under Section 124A. Moving on to Meghalaya now. Well, the Federation of the All School Teachers of Meghalaya, or FATSTOM, is all set to launch an indefinite rally from tomorrow onwards in pressing for their demands. This was confirmed by FATSTOM spokesperson Mayborn Lindo today. Addressing reporters in Shillong, Mayborn Lindo informed that the association has decided to go ahead with its indefinite rally in front of the Secretariat Hills premises on Thursday from 12:30 p.m. onwards. Referring to tomorrow's rally as their final battle, Mayborn Lindo, however, assured that it will be completely peaceful and non-violent. It may be mentioned that the move comes following the Meghalaya government expressing its inability to give in to the demand by the teachers' body for an enhancement of Rs 18,000 and an increment of 5% annually.
We are teachers who have suffered and we are teachers who are tired. So if tomorrow the government reacts, we will not retaliate because as teachers, we have instructed and we have directed everyone to be peaceful. We will not shout any slogans. That is clear. And we will not retaliate, we will sit down. However, while we are sitting down, if the government decides to be violent with us, we will not fight back. The only way we will fight back is we will sit there and we will demand our rights. And tomorrow at 12:30 p.m., why we have kept at 12:30 p.m., it's because most of our brothers and sisters are going to come from Garu Hills. So we are going to fight against them. We are going to stand against them. No, we will not be violent, but we will hold our ground. We are teachers. Our dignity has been stripped and we want our dignity back.
Meanwhile, we have reactions coming in from Meghalaya Deputy Chief Minister Preston Song on the Fast Storm protest. Listen in.
The officers in the rank of Commissioner Secretary, along with the director, I think they met the association of the ad hoc teachers, and they already explained. But I would like to just tell you now the preparation of enhancement of ad hoc grant is almost in the final stage. So I think let us wait till the final decision is taken. So important for all of us to understand that we need to really have a detailed discussion, not only education department alone, but finance, planning, and every department has to be also in one line with this particular issue of enhancement of the ad hoc grant.
And on to top focus now. Well, in a historic ruling today, the Supreme Court of India has put on hold the colonial era sedition law and said that till the exercise of re-examination of the sedition law is complete, no case will be registered. The Supreme Court, in a historic order putting on hold the colonial era law, said that till the exercise of re-examination is complete, no case will be registered under Section 124A of the Indian Penal Code, which refers to sedition. The Apex Court further added that those already charged under it can approach courts for bail. And with this new ruling, the Government of India is allowed to re-examine and reconsider the provisions of Section 124A of the Indian Penal Code, which criminalizes the offense of sedition. The Apex Court issued the order a day after it asked the centre whether the pending sedition cases can be kept in abeyance. Earlier on Wednesday, the centre informed that the staying provision of the sedition law may not be a correct approach. It may be highlighted here that this is the first time since its inception in 1870 that the provision of Section 124A has been suspended. Meanwhile, BJP leader and senior Supreme Court lawyer Nalin Kohli has welcomed the ruling from the Apex Court. Kohli, while interacting with the media, said that it was a positive move of the Narendra Modi-led government to file an affidavit before the Supreme Court that it wishes to examine the Colonial Era Act.
We must note that the government of Prime Minister Modi, in an affidavit, had told the Honorable Supreme Court that it wishes to re-examine this issue of the sedition provision in the Indian Penal Code. That itself was a very positive move. It must be noted in context of the 75th year of India's independence. It must be noted in context of Prime Minister Modi's government removing some 1,500 obsolete or old archaic laws, and the fact that the government is committed for the welfare and for the benefit of every Indian citizen. In that context, when the matter came up before the Honorable Supreme Court, the Honorable Court, and it has been pleased to observe and accept that point that the government is going to examine the issue. And in the interim, it has also asked the state governments not to file any fresh FIRs and keep the pending ones on hold, which is also the correct legal position because, after all, law and order is a state subject and the FIRs are registered by state governments or the state police. So we need to view it in the larger context of a positive development in line of the government's affidavit and Prime Minister Modi's government to look at it totally, and the Honorable Supreme Court accepting that point of view and therefore giving this direction.
And on to Manipur now. Well, the 12th Hockey India Sub-Junior Women National Championship 2022 has begun in Imphal. The mega sporting event was inaugurated by Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh and was accompanied by State Sports and Youth Affairs Minister Govindas Kanthoja. The opening ceremony of the mega sporting event was held at the Kuman Lampak Sports Complex. 24 states, including union territories, are taking part in the Sub-Junior Women Hockey National Championship, which will continue till 22 May 2022.
ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯖꯔꯈꯟꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯀꯔꯅꯥꯇꯀꯥ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯔꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯇꯤꯝ
It is a privilege. I would like to appreciate the Hockey India for giving the chance to host such a national level tournament. It is the grassroots level tournament because you are just targeting the Olympic. We have to start somewhere. So this sub-junior is the grassroots, and the opportunity which is given by the Hockey India is really very happy. And once again, I would like to thank the Hockey India officials for giving such opportunity to the state of Manipur.
रमनदीप सिंह है और मैं हॉकी पंजाब का हेड कोच हूँ। टीम हमारी जो अच्छी बनी है, हम जो लेके आए हैं हमारे अच्छे बेस्ट हैं, जो भी 18 आए हैं, और हम सोचते हैं कि हम यहाँ पे सेमीफाइनल फाइनल तो खेल के जाएंगे। और यहाँ का जो वेदर है वो हमें बहुत अच्छा लगा, क्योंकि हमारे पंजाब में इस टाइम पे तो बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी है, तो हमें अच्छा लग रहा है कि वेदर अलग मिला है हमें।
And moving on to Arunachal Pradesh now, in continuation with the awareness on drug abuse, marijuana plants in several hectares of land was destroyed in Arunachal Pradesh's West Kameng district. The drive was carried out by Ama Tenzin and Apa Kuzab Trashi Derkipa Memorial Charitable Foundation Trust. The massive destruction of marijuana plant was organized in 3 blocks of Dirang, Thembang and Lish under the Dirang subdivision. Hundreds of marijuana plants was destroyed by spraying herbicides. And time for a very short break now. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Stay with us.
Trending issues of the day. Who are the newsmakers is the voice of the people reaching the corridors of power. Welcome to Bottom Line.
চাওচোন কোন নতুন খেলুৱৈ আহিছে
বজাই দিম আজি
মৰমেৰে বুজাম লাহে লাহে কৰি
তেওঁ আমাৰ মাত কথাই কয়
এয়াতো আমাৰেই মাত কথা
মাত কথা যদি এক তেন্তে হৃদয়ো এক হোৱা উচিত বিমল কক ভাষা কেশৰী
বৰুণ
হাই মা
ঘৰত বাৰু কাজিয়া কৰি আহিছ নেকি বোৱাৰী নাহিল যে
এতিয়া মই গোটেই মাহটো ইয়াতেই থাকিম
কি
অৱশ্যে ক্ৰিকেটো এমাহ ধৰিয়ে চলাৰ কথা
নতুন টিভি লগালা দিছ HD নাই লগোৱা কি দেউতা
আৰে কিয় কৰি আহিলা
জান ফুলটো সকলোৱে নকৰে জানো
ক্ৰিকেটৰ আচল পাৰ্টনাৰ হ'ল কেৱল ডিছ HD অনুপম পিকচাৰ অনুপম চাউণ্ড নৰ্মেল দামতেই পোৱা HD মাত্ৰ 233 টকা এমাহত ডিছ নহয় ডিছ কিয় এইটো
Northeast Live, the most viewed news channel in the region. On YouTube, unmatched coverage.
Welcome back. You're watching Northeast Live and moving on now. The All Assam Journalists Union conferred the Prafulla Chandra Borwa Memorial Award for Excellence in Journalism to Northeast Live Editor-in-Chief Wasbir Hussain today at a largely attended function at Biswanath Sariali. Mr. Prafulla Chandra Borwa was an eminent journalist who was the editor of Doinik Janambhumi and Doinik Ahom. Meanwhile, the Assam Tribune executive editor Prashanta Jyoti Borwa was awarded the Radhika Mohan Bhagavati Memorial Award. Prodded Time joint editor Sunil Bhuya was conferred the Manik Devi Memorial Award, and Dainik Agrodut editor Pranjal Sen Dekha was conferred the Hari Barman Memorial Award. Well, the awards were handed over by Assam Assembly Speaker Biswajit Doimari.
আজি সদৌ অসম সাংবাদিক সন্থাৰ সাংবাদিক বঁটা প্ৰদান সাংবাদিক হিচাপে বা জাৰ্নালিষ্ট হিচাপে যিখিনি অৰিহণা দি আহিছে তেখেতসকলক এটা ডাঙৰ স্বীকৃতি আৰু সন্মান দিয়া হৈছে গতিকে তেখেতসকলেও জীৱনটোত যিখিনি কাম কৰিছে এই কামৰ এটা স্বীকৃতি সেইটো পোৱাৰ পিছত অলপ হ'লেও অন্তৰখনত এটা অনুভৱ হ'ব যে জীৱনটোত যিটো কৰিছে হিয়া সঁচাকৈ ভুল নাছিলে সেইটো এটা উপলব্ধি দ্বিতীয়তে আজিৰ নতুন প্ৰজন্মক সেইটো এটা প্ৰেৰণা যোগাব যে কিবা এটা কৰিলে কিবা এটা নিশ্চয় আমি আনৰ পৰা আদৰ পাবলৈ সক্ষম হয় গতিকে সেইটোৰ কাৰণে মই ধন্যবাদ জনাইছোঁ সদৌ অসম সাংবাদিক সন্থাক যে তেখেতসকলে তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ ইমান ধুনীয়া পদক্ষেপ লৈছে
Northeast Live Editor-in-Chief Wasbir Hussain said he felt privileged to receive the award, which was constituted in the name of late Prafulla Borwa, who was also his editor during his early days as a journalist.
I am very privileged today to have received the Prafulla Borwa Memorial Award. He was one of the most respected journalists of Assam. In fact, not many people know that he was my editor. I had two editors in Assam. My first editor was Sri Dhrendranath Besborwa, and my second editor, I was working briefly with the Doinik Janambhumi. In fact, the 1985 elections, I covered for Doinik Janambhumi when Prafulla Borwa sir was the editor. So he was and today I'm really privileged to have got this honor from the All Assam Journalist Union in his name, and therefore I would like to dedicate this award to all the people who admire Sri Prafulla Borua and his brand of journalism. His brand of journalism was always to search for the truth, and he was an absolutely democratic spirited person. He would not compromise on his ideologies. This is the person I remember, Prafulla Borua. So I am very, very privileged, and I would also like to congratulate my fellow awardees, Mr. Prakhanto Jyoti Borua, who has bagged the Radhika Mohan Bhagavati Award, and two other journalists, Sonit Bhuya, a very promising journalist, and Pranjal Sen Deka, the editor of Doinik Agrodut. These are the next generation of journalists who will work for Assam, I'm sure, and I wish them all success. And I also thank the All Assam Journalist Union for recognizing us, and this means a lot. Thank you.
We also have reactions coming in from Mr. Pradeep Borua, the son of Prafulla Chandra Borua.
All Assam Journalist Union, Aju, the award in the name of my father, whom people call fondly as Sangbat Pran, Prafulla Chandra Borua. I was a part of the family. He is my father, so I know how much sacrifice he did in his life. He was very simple, golden-hearted person, and entire life he just thought for the people of Assam, for the society of Assam, how it can be developed, how he can give a direction to the people of Assam through journalism, for betterment, for society, how it can be developed. And I'm rather very happy and extremely, it is a rather, very, very great occasion. Yusuf Hussain, I did not know that he was working with my father also, in the beginning of his journalism. So it's a great, great privilege to me. And, I am deeply, deeply happy that he is the person very rightly selected for, the award in the name of my father.
All right, that's all we have for now. Keep watching Northeast Live, as coming up next is Bottom Line. Stay tuned.
Trending issues of the day.